Here we go, championship match, 2026 PBA Junior KR Strikeforce World Series of Bowling 2. It's the World Championship title match, U15 Boys. Our first look at Arryn Odujebe.
Wait till you see this, folks. Trust me, TV doesn't do that justice. This kid is amazing. And he's a little bit deeper on that shorter pattern. That was around 12. But he's got an extremely high rev rate. He's going to finish on the right lane, Mike.
And it looks like he's moved in a little bit on the right lane. You got to look out for 10 pins when you do that on this pattern.
Yep.
Right over the right rangefinder, or tracer board, as Carolyn Doran-Pollard likes to call it.
Tracer board?
Yeah.
That was really the only thing that slowed him down in the first match were 10 pins. In his last match. Oh my goodness, another Dick Weber special.
Well, and it looked like, that maybe that washout he left at the end of the last game was a blessing in disguise. He amped it up. Looked like he slowed that one down a little bit and rolled it a lot better.
That was a much better pitch.
These kids make it look easy, but they're not easy at all. If you throw it too hard or you miss it a little bit, you can miss the head pin on both patterns.
Let's see what his ball reaction looks like on this right lane. A little bit softer, and a great result. How about this, guys? Arryn's been bowling for a year and a half. He's from Manassas, Virginia, and his other passions are golf and video games. When I asked Bennett about his video gaming, he said, yeah, but my dad doesn't let me play Call of Duty.
Oh.
He says he doesn't like me playing too many shooter games. I said, wow, I thought your dad was a great guy before.
Boy, Odujebe looks absolutely locked.
The other interesting thing about Arryn is when he found out what pair the stepladder finals was on, he said, oh, great. And I said, what's wrong? And he goes, I hate that pair. And I said, as good as you are, you'll figure something out.
Well, he's had a rough day in general today.
Yeah.
He did not bowl a 200 game in match play today. Was kind of down on himself, like you just said, at the end of the block here this morning. But so far, none of that looks like that has anything to do with what's happening here in this title match. He is 3 for 3 and absolutely locked on lanes 51 and 52.
Uh-oh. You see that ball check in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to have to move in. That looked like it was in a pretty good zone, but it got about to 40 feet and went left.
Another thing you have to watch with Bennett, just because I know him so well, sometimes his arm gets a little bit away from his ankle. And at release point, if that arm is a little bit right of his ankle, it can cause the ball to start a little bit further right. It reads earlier, and that's another way it can hook.
Well, and when his ball gets farther away from his ankle, his hand has to go with it. And that's going to create exactly what you just said. I said, Bennett, what else do you like to do when in as far as sports? And he says, well, I used to play soccer, but my team wasn't really good, so.
He's unbelievable at Rocket League, by the way. And he doesn't play with a controller. He plays with a keyboard. It's like diamond level.
See how far right that was?
Yeah. That was much better. By the way, Bennett gets the finish on that lane. Gets the finish on 51. But it may not matter, because I don't know if Arryn's going to not strike. Odujebe was your tournament leader and has really been the #1 guy in this U15 Boys. Of course, he won the EJ Tackett Pattern Championship yesterday. Again, Bennett Burkhardt won the Bill O'Neill Championship on day 1. Another strike for Odujebe.
Yeah, he's going to be a handful.
Something else, Randy, that just came to me is Odujebe won on the long pattern and Bennett won on the short pattern.
Yeah.
Odujebe finishes on the long pattern. Bennett finishes on the short pattern.
Wow. Where did you pull that one out of?
My notes.
That's a pretty good catch right there, brother.
Odujebe trying to open up with 5 in a row. Already got the ham bone.
You watch his approach, Mike, and that first step is a big step to the left. We watched Jason Belmonte do a lot of that this season. Next time he's back up on the right lane, or when he bowls on the left lane where we got a better angle, keep a lookout for that. I want you to see that first step, how much it goes to the left. Cross lane at the 4-7. The only thing that we noticed about Odujebe throughout the tournament was issues with 10 pins. Hasn't left one yet. If he doesn't leave one, it's a non-issue.
Yeah, and to be fair, it was early in the event that he was really struggling with them. He cleaned it up, but his way that he attacks shooting the 10 pin is quite an adventure.
And we've seen him attack the 10 pin a couple of different ways. Now Bennett can take the lead with 2 strikes. Did he move in? He did, and there's that 10 pin you were talking about.
13-pound bowling ball.
And that's the reason. His rev rate is fine, but because he's only throwing 13 pounds, that's what he's going to get stuck with. He gets into that half 10 zone. All right. What a week it's been for Bennett Burkhardt.
Yeah, he's never won anything in his life before this week. He wins the first event. Now he's bowling for the title in the World Championship against kids 2 years older than him. U15 division, he's 13.
Yep.
Other finalist ages, Randy? Odujebe?
He's 14.
He's 14.
Yep.
He's got another year left, too.
Oh. Now that was a good arrow left, but that left lane has got a lot of room on it. The players have broken this left lane down to where it is the chones. Remember his last shot down lane was right of 5. Odujebe uses 15 pounds, and he has 2 16-pound urethane balls that travels with him. So when he does go to urethane, which he's using on that left lane, I imagine that's a 16-pounder. So what's even more unique is that he's using a 15-pounder on the right lane and a 16-pounder on the left lane. All right, now I want you to watch that first step when Arryn is up on that left lane.
I'll get your replay a little earlier next time. Odujebe, man, he just looks so comfortable now.
He's been bowling for a long time, Mike. A year and a half.
Year and a half, yeah.
All right, check this out. Watch this first step.
He reminds me of like where Ryan Barnes was at after a year and a half.
Yeah. Right there.
Yep.
He liked that one, you could tell. Body language is everything.
We can see that step here. Watch the step. Left. left, left, back to the right, power slide towards the target. Odujebe can now bowl 278. Bennett Burkhardt can bowl 259 here in the title match. This is the third time these players have met head-to-head to advance in a tournament this week.
They're very familiar with one another.
Bennett with a trip 4.
And good time for that to happen for Bennett right here. Remember last time on this lane he left that flat 10, but he's working on a strike, and then that right there really helps with the confidence keeping you in the game. That left lane, Mike, I'm telling you, that was in between the last 2 shots he threw on that lane.
It sure was. He's got about every arrow on the right side of the lane. As long as he throws at the right speed every time.
If he gets it off his hand the right way, he's got some room on that left lane.
And he gets to finish on that lane again.
If Arryn Odujebe misses one time, Bennett can win.
I don't know if he's going to miss.
Yeah, that's the problem for Bennett.
This kid is dynamite. I just love this kid. Look at this shot right there. Look at the balance.
There's no way that anybody
stays down.
There's no way that anybody can be that good after just a year and a half of bowling. I mean, there's no way.
Dominated the event.
And he lapped the field in the U15 division.
Randy, you're not going to believe me, but after Bennett's last shot, I was like, I wonder if either one of these guys is going to try to maybe control the match with a re-rack. I was really thinking that after Bennett's last shot, and here's Odujebe right on cue with a re-rack. I love it. I love the gamesmanship at 14 years old.
He heard you. All right.
Now, here's the other thing, though. Sometimes when you take a re-rack and you reset like this, you can mess yourself up a little bit.
It does change rhythm a bit.
Yeah. Odujebe gets it in the 9th.
Wow.
Wow, what this is impressive. Look at this shot here. He's also got room on that lane.
Yeah, that left lane has developed into everybody's best friend. Now, Bennett, let's see if he can strike one more time on this right lane to give himself a chance. If he strikes out, Mike, he'll force Arryn Odujebe to get first strike in the 10th to win. But he has to at least throw a 3-timer here. Must have.
Leaked it a little right.
Yeah, and that's going to do it.
Trusted it, got a little bit to the right. You see it's still going right there. That ball needs to be picking up in that spot.
Remember his opponent from the last match, 2-8-10 twice on that right lane towards the end of the match. But you'd rather see him miss like that than you would through the nose. At least you gave it a chance.
Got to cover the 8-pin here on the bucket with a 13-pound spare ball, and does. That's textbook perfect. Any chance at all for Bennett Burkhardt to win this match? If he bowls 235.
No, Arryn doesn't even need a mark. Arryn's in the 250s now, so even with an open frame, decent count, he's going to shoot something in the 240s. But it's been a great run for Bennett Burkhardt here in Detroit. Oh. He's got a lot to be proud of. I know his dad's proud of him. I know you are. You guys spent a lot of time together this week, going to ball games and Carrabba's and
Yeah, we were a little bit everywhere. And
Yeah.
by the way, Bennett likes his salmon plain. Just throwing that out there.
Well, I asked his dad before the start of this if they like tacos because of the taco joint you took me to, and his dad said Bennett doesn't like anything.
He likes ice cream. I know that.
It's good stuff.
What a showing for Bennett Burkhardt.
Look where that is. Is a good run, Bennett.
I think he just loves missing the head pin on his last shot of each game.
Right.
But look at that 220, nice clean game.
Yep.
Now Arryn Odujebe gets to come over and take his victory lap. He gets to take a bow, everybody. He's been leading the event, and Randy and I have just been so proud of all of these kids. But Odujebe, he is just a cut above the rest this week.
Without question.
This will be his second title of the week, Randy.
And the biggest.
He is a world champion. PBA Jr. World Championship U15 Boys winner, Arryn Odujebe. Spare for Odujebe. He's going to be in the 250s. Looks like he's going to move a little left on this one and open up the oil pattern. A little bit of loft. Why not? Same result. Arryn Odujebe, nice bowling, young man. Tremendous bowling. Our Randy Peterson's on his way down to talk to Arryn.
Let's stand up here and give Mike a clear shot at us. Okay, Mike, we good to go? All right. First of all, congratulations. You know, when I first saw you bowl on Monday when I arrived here in Detroit, I was like taken back. I was like, oh my God, what an amazing talent. And then you told me earlier you've only been bowling for a year and a half. Is that true?
Yeah. I actually started bowling competitively in April of 2025 at SYC Rhode Island. I had bowled a Saturday Youth League just for fun before that in the fall or the winter of 2024. But yeah, I started bowling really right then.
I mean, that's incredible. I've been around the sport for over 50 years, and it's unheard of to be as good as you are after only a year and a half of competitive bowling. It's incredible. Do you have a coach or somebody that works with you constantly?
Well, not an actual coach that works on physical stuff. I do have a coach. His name's Coach Mike. He really helped me out today when I was struggling during match play. I gave him a call, told him what I was seeing, and he really helped me through this portion of it. But I don't get really coached. He just is. If I can explain to him what I see on the lanes, and he can give me a solution for it.
So do you remember when we talked earlier and you found out what pair the stepladder finals was going to be on, and you said, oh, I don't like that pair, and I told you, what did I tell you? Remember what I said to you?
Not exactly, but
I said, well, it doesn't matter. As good as you are, you'll figure it out. What did you figure out on this championship pair?
That you didn't really want to use it too strong of a bowling ball because you wouldn't have any hold. And the weaker the ball that it would get through the fronts, and that back end, it would find it.
What does this win mean to you and your family?
It means a lot. I mean, this is only my 4th singles title, so it really means a lot.
And I love your shirt. Are you from a military family?
No, but that's where Coach Mike's from, and I wanted to represent today.
Man, congratulations. Enjoy this one. Great job.
Great interview down there, Randy. I mean, what a great story. Just a great kid. All 5 of our finalists today, we should all just stand up right now and give them a round of applause. Just outstanding bowling by youth bowlers. We had a great U15 girls final earlier today.